Well, howdy, we are having our second cup of coffee conversation again with Aron Maib. And Aron is the supervisor at Cooper Lake State Park, and we always have to specify there are really two parks.
There are.
There's South Sulphur, closest to Sulphur Springs, and then there's Doctors Creek, closer to Cooper.
Yes, sir.
So you end up driving back and forth, and that's not just a terribly short drive. That's it takes a few minutes.
It's about a 15-minute drive between the two.
It takes
at
a few
least.
minutes to do that, so that complicates your work, I'm sure. So it is spring, as everyone has taken note of, no doubt. And I know you guys go through a fairly quiet period there in the winter, but I'm sure now you are seeing a lot of visitors coming in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you said it. Spring has sprung
Right.
for sure. So last month, those couple of weeks of spring break, we saw a huge uptick in visitation. And it was just the weather, for the most part, was perfect. It was a great time to be outdoors, and we saw a lot of people in coming into the park. Day use visitation, camping, utilizing the cabins. It was good to see people back again.
Right, I'm sure it is. So there's an event coming up this weekend, Saturday, April 26th. Now, actually, Earth Day was the 22nd, but who's counting? We're not going to stand on ceremony here, and so you're having something of an Earth Day observance this coming Saturday.
We certainly are, at the South Sulphur unit.
And this has to do with pollinators.
It does. So this is another one of our interpreters' programs that she puts on. Really a fantastic opportunity just to learn more about pollination, why it's important, what food needs and requires pollination. It'll be a really good event.
This is at 2:30?
2:30.
And obviously be great for kids.
It would be.
When you say pollinators, I first think of bees. And
Absolutely.
Just in our own on our own property, which is not too far from Cooper Lake. I was outside today and hearing the bees buzzing around and taking note of them. So are there other pollinators that she'll be discussing, but other than bees, or just mainly bees?
I would say mainly bees. Yeah. There may be a little more information that she entails in that, but mainly bees would be it.
I guess you're seeing the bees coming back in as well as everything else there in the park. It's buzzing with life, to say the least. So that's at 2:30 on Saturday, and then Saturday night you have an event at Doctors Creek, I suppose, weather permitting.
Weather dependent, definitely. So that's an astronomy event. Alicia will be there with telescopes that we have at the park. But of course, we always encourage people to come out. But bring lawn chairs, bring binoculars if you want to. But we'll have telescopes there for people to use as well. Stargazing
at 8 p.m. That's a great place to view the stars. Cooper Lake State Park.
It really is, honestly, at both units. The Dark Sky initiative. We're away from some of the cities, less lights, so it's given that the weather permits, a really great location for viewing.
I remember talking with your predecessor, Steve Killian, a few years ago. That Dark Sky initiative you mentioned, was the park declared a Dark Sky location? Is that what happened a while back?
So that was really a big drive within all of Texas state parks, and of course we joined in on that as well. And so a lot of it was really looking at what existing lights we have. Do we need all of those lights? So it was eliminating some and then switching over to different lighting. Specific types of lighting to shine more down towards the ground instead of up.
And you did that in the park?
We did.
So it does make a huge difference when you're away from the city completely, as you would be at Cooper Lake, to look up at the sky on a clear night.
it does, certainly.
Yeah, fantastic. So you tell me that lake level is up.
It is. We're a little bit above normal. I think at one point there, after all the rains, we were somewhere around 4 foot above normal.
Gosh.
Not quite that much now. They did open the gates there on the dam. Fishing has been great down below that area.
Really?
It has been. But yeah, so it's coming down. So we're not quite at 4 feet now. Maybe more like 1 or 2 above.
The fishing is best below the dam after the water is released.
It really is. Like we were talking about before, driving back and forth between the two units, I get to see that area a lot, and I have not seen a time when there weren't 15 or 20 cars parked down there.
Fantastic. Well, it's a great time of year.
It is.
At Cooper Lake. Have you haven't seen any brave swimmers out there yet?
I have seen a few.
Really?
Actually, my 2 girls were brave enough a couple of days ago. I wasn't, but
that's kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we came home. I came home one time in early March when my daughter was young, and she's in the pool, and it's maybe 65 degrees. So yeah, they will venture out there before you and I would.
I've got to wait until it warms up a bit.
Absolutely, but you've got some beautiful fishing. Or swimming locations there at the park.
Absolutely do.
All right, great. Aron, we'll visit again soon.
Sounds good.
Aron Maib is the supervisor at Cooper Lake State Park. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.